I know I look good. Stop sweating me. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. Let me rub my back against the notches on your bedpost. The scratchies have the thoughts off my flesh and shed ghosts. My head's close to your closet door. Cut the glass to my ear, my nose is in your business. I smell something fishy here. I hear bones rattling, poems battling for space and time. Phones that are ring when I make judgment calls with pickup lines. Sexual hang-ups leave me waiting nude while alone. It gets aggravating, masturbating to a dial tone. I'm the home to runaway trains of thought. My one-track mind is a collision in a course where victims cross bedroom eyes. Uncross their legs, exposing inner thighs. I disrobe, I show my most convincing disguise. I've lived so many lives. Each death has left my face scarred. Hit so many lies under my breath that I can't face scar. Dig into my mind. Deep enough you'll find a graveyard. Get nervous, bodies will resurface every time it rains hard. Don't cry, girl. Let me outline your shortcomings. My world is full of them and they're all in the long runnings. It's all fun and games, all done in vain. It's hell of fucking shame. I ain't the one. Well, I'm the one to complain. I'm the one to come home, compare, contrast, come fast. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Nothing lasts, don't you dare worry about the morning aftermath. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. Taking an acid bath, pissing on the shower curtain. The gal just laughed and starts dissing my towel turban. I had to ask if she knew how to listen. Now I'm certain, now my task just to get up in her like I was a surgeon. I'm a virgin who makes exceptions at sunset. My dirty skin gets cleansed by the summer sweat. Have some respect. I don't need you new and clean. I don't want the procedure routine. A screw machine with a few bolts loose. Robot response, touch tone. Here trigger happy-go-lucky emotion monger wants a love poem. Run home, dip into your closet and jump on. Your secret admirer stuck higher up and he's unknown. Looking down on you. Can y'all bear the burden? My ears are hurting. I found a few gears are turning with squeaky wheels. Get the grease, it's a damn nuisance. Understand the blueprints for our mechanical movements. It never ends smooth sense. We abuse the earth, grab a handful of cubits and remove the turf. Refuse its worth, we lose our shirt. She assumed the worst, needed proof of birth. I'm leaving this universe. It seems doomed and cursed. If you come first, come fast, come here, come back, compare, contrast, complain, constrain, constantly ask complicated questions, contain scientific answers in your flask. Condone, condemn, come home, come friend, confuse common issues, continue, comprehend, karma, chameleon, come again, continue to come in you, come to daddy, condescend, come and bring us confidence, cunnilingus compliments, come to think it's went from guilty consciousness to common sense. Calm down, complete, compound, come eat our common ground, meat from man-made concrete. Come to the street, conquer the weak, come to terms with coming last. Make love to the present, fuck the past. I make love to the present, fuck the past. Nothing lasts, don't you dare worry about the morning aftermath. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. When I make love to the present, fuck the past. When I make love to the present, fuck the past. When I make love to the present, fuck the past. Fuck the past.
Come now.
When I make love to the president, when I make love to the president, when I make love to the president, fuck the pastor.
Come now.
I woke up with a tag between my toes and my feet were frozen. I could feel my dreams decomposing and my nose was bleeding. She was ghost, leaving me holding my rib. She did it gently, I could tell by how the sheets were folded. Carefully on this old bed that we hardly slept on. She always kept calm when I said, go ahead, mommy, get gone. I guess her got up and go, must have got up and jetted. Fuck it, forget it, there's nothing except for me and my cup of regrets. Come into my love nest, a dungeon of fuck fests. Plunge into tunnels, my tongue wets. Come get some sex, kitty, kitty. Drinking from that titty sink till you're drunk, unless you cry to breast milk milk that I suckle from the young breasts that are hung less than Jerry Shirley. Don't upset the poet. Tapping random body parts like their sturdy drum set components. Certainly some bend and undress just to know what it's like to touch success. The unimpressed by sunsets at night. I'm more than certain she hurts inside from all this shit. Drawing the curtain, blurring the line before crossing it. Calling it quits, a ball of shame is bouncing back and forth. I'm sipping from the same container, down in 6 ounces of backwash. Doused with bathwater till all consequences fade away. Doubts are on back order, false confidence on layaway. I bought a Providence apartment because of the way it detracts dangerous strangers and attracts the mangiest of straight cats. But when I let her out the bag, look what she dragged in. An overpowering dad who never let her have things. If this world was mine, I swear to mom I'd give it to baby girl. But maybe if this girl was mine, I'd give my mom a world of babies. Instead of murder cases, waiting for her to save me from unconfirmed aged girls I've dated since the early 80s. I flirt with fate. I heard she's the first lady to be referred to as crazy, cutting out the middle women, cutting out little children. I'm sitting on my couch, sickened to my inflated stomach. The baby in me is kicking buckets and I'm jaded from it. I couldn't hold on to her, afraid of breaking something. No longer knowing the difference between making love and hate fucking. No longer knowing the difference between hate fucking and making love. It's the difference between her virginity and experience with date rape drugs. Who am I to judge while you hide behind that makeup? Look at me peeking out from Kool-Aid stained mugs. Who are you to judge why I got these sexual hang-ups? I look at you, look at me, we're in the same club. Motherfucker.
Hello, Paul. This is Greta. I was just calling to see how your birthday went and say happy birthday. And guess that's about it. Take care of yourself. Bye.
This is to the woman who I love but lost. Intertwined souls of the universe got divorced when it wasn't forced. Cause single thoughts of being double-crossed till there's no love lost. I can't even start this.
She said forever.
This is the rewrite. This is the rewrite. This is the rewrite. Yeah, check this out. This is to the woman who I used to respect. Now I call her a bitch cause I'm constantly upset. So this is to the who cut communication for a new relation. Selfishness spreads through the nation. All they ever needed was a hug. Try to wrap my loving arms around you, you blew it off with a shrug. So all I ever wanted was a hand to hold. I ain't the man to scold. You're playing as cold, but goddamn it's old. It's about time, get inside my head while I'm out my mind. As I scream, cry, yell, shout, and whine. All they ever asked for was an ear to hear me what you really have to win. I asked for. You straight shattered my glass jaw. Now I'm picking up the pieces of my past, what you last saw. But see this, needless to say, you went astray. And all people ever hear Paul say is, I don't give a damn. For real, I don't care. That's all I hear from myself, trying to make things clear. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. For real, I don't fucking care. That's all I hear. The pain stops with the end of raindrops, but this cloudy weather just reminds me of the time we spent together and how you left forever like that with the snap of fingers. Pain lingers, so this is to the woman who I made my family. Now I call her a bitch just to save my sanity. So this is to that who I thought would be right here. She's just a monster in my reoccurring nightmare. Now when my grandfather died, you weren't there for me. When my grandmama died, you weren't there for me. When my natural dad died, you weren't there for me. You saw me and just ignored me like sorry, end of the story. My family's dropping like flies, somehow I got to rise. But nobody's by my side, I can look straight into my eyes. Nobody's by my side, I can look straight into my eyes. My fist grabs air, I stare into the lies. I never felt more lonely, I made you the one and only individual to know me. This is the things that you show me. I never felt more lonely, I made you the one and only individual to know me. Never thought that you turned phony, but you did. Now I'm going all out, kid, and I got mad hate to deal with. Just ask Mix. I'm having trouble letting anyone get close to me, and that's a major problem, cause it's not the way it's supposed to be. Supposedly, I should keep my composure. Right now, I'm like, wow, it's time for me to see closure. Mental pictures are destroyed, overexposure. Ever get the feeling that nobody really knows you? This is to the woman who I call my best friend. Now I call her bitch, cause she made that switch to that who I shouldn't disrespect. So now I call a woman just to keep myself in check. Shit, this is the rewrite. Fuck it, bring it back.
the others, cold and distant. And many people are like that. Women for sure. They're like a union.
He was a southpaw, but had a killer right swing, an outlaw inside of the ring. And every now and then he'd be put against the ropes, but then he'd bounce back, catch a second wind, and then throw blows till noses cracked. He smashed mouths, he saw red and blacked out, received a couple pats on the back for the smackdowns. Negative reinforcement, never did he endorse it, had the business sense to wait for press conferences to talk shit. He wasn't a dullard, though he'd never say much, properly mothered, but his father taught him how to take a punch. It was bare knuckle touch of tough love. When he got drunk enough, he took his kid down to the gym and fit him up with gloves, tied together with a shoelace. Took him apart, put him on, looked in the mirror and practiced his screw face. Said, "This is for you, Pops, for all the things we never got to do. The hottest part of a flame is blue." Born to fist fight, cause they've been promised an apocalypse by prophets without insight. You could have fooled us, in fact we're dumbstruck. The school bus is looking like a dump truck. Stuff the class like a landfill until it overflows. Babysitters can't get the students off their mobile phones. A junkyard dog is eating trash in the cafeteria, feeling mad at America. The school counselor likes to recycle psychobabble. The assistant to the teacher is just an old TV. Now they've all got the urge to battle, cause they see a sign that says like to travel, ROTC. I don't think he can handle, he goes from flannel to camo, cold putting all the ammo in his gun. He watched channel 1, switched to channel 2, unplugged completely. The hottest part of a flame is blue. The sea, sky, and land now. Came across soldiers who did nothing but yell, "Stand down!" in their spare time, inside a shower stall. If not that, they're at the corner store playing Powerball. And when the towers fall, they get protective of this land and won't stand for anything to get resurrected. They're waiting for the second coming, the great pumpkin. Deep down, they know all they really want to do is break something. That's what they're trained to do. And then they say to you, just cause you see the devil in my eyes don't make it true. And I say, true enough. All that fire in your eyes shows pain, but the flame ain't blue enough.
I went from extrovert to introvert, exhibitionist pervert, floating down the river Styx on the search for a curse word. Something much worse than the one that I first heard. Baby, let me make your pain glow like rainbow sherbet, cause it hurts so good. And if it don't, then it should. And right now is the last time I use the word could. I rock rhymes as dope as Jennifer Lopez, rockin' Procaz on St. Tropez, riding around town on fluorescent mopeds. Keep it moving with your bad self, girl. Go ahead, bring that beat back to reality. You rap for salary, I rap to burn the calories and walk the thin line between truth and fallacy. Now who got that short shot like a shooting gallery? Don't answer, I seen your reply in your eyes, sitting here peeling onions trying to make myself yourself cry. People call you a chicken, must be the breast and thighs off of $2.99 with the soda and fries. What a deal! It's sorta like a 4-course meal. Sweetheart, you ain't perfect, but that's how I know you're real.
I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, I know it's what I'm dealing. I always knew,
I always had a feeling. Call it intuition. I know.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. At each other's throats, ready to mutilate. A true waste of energy. Let's conserve our power and rejuvenate. Cause neither of us is absolutely sure of who to hate. I always had a feeling it would come to this. I ain't wanted this, but talking this just left me nothing but pissed. You won't be missed, replaced by loneliness. It's my best friend, lifelong companion. Send my regards to the earth and the gods, trying to get even with me, so we always be at odds. I see through facades, and if you saw what I've seen, you make it a point from then on to keep your eyes clean. Role models, whole bottles of Visine. Red eyes get led by lies, guys cry and scream. But you can't understand the words that I speak. If your mind's weak, for you that's okay, cause you a fine freak. You can get away with spreading ignorance, not making any sense. You never should have been sweating my innocence. Cause ever since then I felt guilt-ridden. Still I didn't fit in, who was I kidding? I always had a funny feeling that it would end up this way. Display affection? Nah, I knew the outcome. How come? Cause I've seen it all before. Call me raw, perceiving almost every girl as a torture whore. Wanting to ride on the emotional seesaw, then cherry bomb me. That's what I land on my feet for. I'll keep poor, so don't expect me to buy things. Each hand don't need 5 rings. We all expect to die kings or queens, not really knowing what it means. Living off of dreams must not be enough caffeine and coffee beans. Killing me softly with schemes, offer me a means of escape. Here it is, let's break. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, I know with what I'm dealing. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, we know. I know. All the words of mice and men, the saddest star it might have been. All the words of mice and men, the saddest star. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career like a non-stop graveyard shift. Don't clean the crime scene cause time means money. Don't need Visine when my eyes seem bloody. I see dead people, but who doesn't? We walk undercover, deadpan, blended in with other human puppets, discussing nothing but the sports and weather. I stare long enough, they all morph together, and then I freak out. It'll blow my cover, so I just keep out. No, we don't know each other. I'm on the road to recovery, no GPS. Hoisting my sails till the sea breeze rests. Suck wind if you wanna play a hate. Day to day I use my fear of falling asleep to stay awake. I appear psychic like, but I'm not a psychic. You're just predictable with no fight left to fight it. If you write it, they will come with a red pen and taser gun. Do something. I'd like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career. I sift through the ashes in search of survivors, digging up the earth, filling urns with dirt for what it's worth. I'm richer than the cemetery soil. Use land drilling to get my midnight oil. I've been moonlighting as a daydreamer. I'm at the wheel of an 8-seater. Hey, Mr. Gatekeeper, call me Keymaster. No, homeowner. 1, 2, into the 3, into the foreclosure. They said the war was over, but we knew it wasn't. They wanted more soldiers, so we said sure, fuck it. Here's a fresh batch of people with setbacks, and poor folk the fact they're all broke cause of your debt traps. Picking the pockets of people who probably needed assistance most. Selling them lies, selling them out, sending them off to a distant coast. Selling them anything, anyone left with impossible that is receptive to. Breaking the promise of negative worth like buddy, there's nothing left for you. Gotta buy to stay alive. They punish the payment delay, then they charge you for the low balance. Then they ask why didn't you say? Too long we took it on the chin, too long we took it to our grave. Now we take what we can get, fucking unlivable minimum wage. Do something. It might have been. It might have been. Of all the words of mice and men, the saddest star. Wanna get busy. Do it. Mess up my mind. Wanna get busy. Do it. Mess up my mind. Sometimes I shoot myself in the foot. I put my foot in my mouth. Clean it while it's there, and then I suck the bullet out. Reload the weapon. Now that's conservation. Stay locked and loaded in a bad conversation. You're making blank statements like the surplus of your ammunition's finite. Visionary nothing. You're a man who lives with hindsight. Return to the hive mind and call me back. I'm predicting early that you'll be the Monday morning quarterback. So cock culture in a culture that gangs up on bully types. Mob mentality, as if that isn't what a bully's like. Inspiration strikes like a union. I write these lines just to cross them. I'm concluding if my mama don't want her, she never has to work again. Don't ever ask me why I spread myself so thin. I'm finna flirt dirty with the pen and flick my tongue on his bottom. I promise writer's block ain't never been a problem. I probably make the columns wanna pop bottles of pain relief. Sometimes it's what you don't say that says the most, to say the least. Idle feet of the Devil's Fetish Club, a highly exclusive spot none of us are members of. Dante's a scrub. We kicked him out the van and steamrolled him. In 2010 we had a couple dreams stolen. Me and B don't relocked and reloaded. When it feels like you're going through hell, keep going. And as they say, may the bridges that we burn light the way. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career like a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career.
Yeah, to your ear. I'm all by myself sitting thinking what the happened. Where the hell I go wrong? I'm trying to be strong, but when I flex my muscles cramp and tighten. They got me fighting, and in a war, the kinds that used to always win before, but now it's different. Victories are hard to come by. There's early death for young guys, but everyone dies, so they say, but I ain't no exception. My mortal thoughts lost support, they're vulnerable with no protection. I walk the tightrope, thinking that I'd be saved by your net if I fell, slip, and almost got sent to hell. No, I don't pull no life-threatening stunts without thinking it over more than once, which is often. Choose your coffin unless you don't plan to die. What kind of man am I? Learn your lessons to kill the questions. I find an answer from within. The color on my skin, forget my creed or religion. Everyone knows I violent history from the books. With warmongers, rapists, racists, and culture crooks, it ain't no mystery. But it ain't all in black and white. Society's littered with grays, and I'm trying to gain some insight. Some believe it's species of another kind. On the other hand, we got people who are acting like they're colorblind. What's America? Melting pot or tossed salad? Force the ballad out your mouth. By now, of course, it's invalid and don't make no difference. If anything, it hurts our progress. Take it to Congress. Everything's just all in process. Nothing's efficient. I used to strive towards being perfect, but there's so much worthlessness in this world. It just ain't worth it. I've come to this conclusion. We're living in illusion. We slaughter guys because we can't organize confusion, resulting in a conspired genocide. Kinda makes me wanna pick up my sword and put my pen aside to do damage.
Fucking doing it. The song's called Eviction Notice. It's a two-parter. It's about how drugs are the gateway to fun and flat laugh lines. There's effort in her smile, and it shouldn't be that way. Her last days are being snuffed out in an ashtray. That's pricely. Trying to intercept the passing away of ass nicely, but I've learned not to feed the hand that bites me. This morning, the cradle rocks the hand as I bang on pots and pans. She's just playing in her warning labeled box again. She wants a man I can look up to, a role model to come through. Don't bother unpacking your car. Synogen-filled thrill sticks, this girl will spit fire. Got me doing pirouettes over her guilt trip wire. I still skip by a landmine or two. See, I've learned the landscape, all the while practicing my firm handshake. Hair trigger finger itch to spark any conversation. Said explosive personalities don't want deadly confrontation. What happens in between her lips? She needs a fix more than she knows. A friend's a bitch and needs to go. There's a note on the door. Eviction notice. Listen, one of us is leaving, and when I say us, I mean you. You're leaving. You're leaving. You're leaving. I'm in the house, y'all. I'm in the house, y'all. And ain't no little piece of paper gonna kick me out, y'all. I'm in the house. I'm in the house, and ain't no legal separation gonna kick my ass out. I'm in the house, y'all. I'm in the house, y'all. And ain't no new boyfriend gonna kick me out, y'all. Dad, I'm in the house. I'm in the house. Ain't no snot-nosed brat gonna kick my ass out. Pick me! Please leave me, leave me, please leave me, please leave me, please. Please leave Sacrificing vices will invite themselves to an overstayed welcome at your haunted house parties. One time. There's effort in her smile, and it shouldn't be like that. Her final evenings have her drowning in a nightcap, and that's costly. Trying to keep her on the right track, I ask softly, but she just says, back off me, and I've learned to space her private respect. She breathes some room to need, and every afternoon proceeds to mix her liquid sitter while preparing baby food to feed. She wants a man I can look up to, a mentor. Fuck you! Get your things packed. Yes, kids, the poison is the message in the bottle. Before the dawn, she'll have to kill all fetal positions by ingesting a morning after pill. Crawling fast until I get rewarded for how good I behave while practicing my goodbye way. Should I stay after planning my escape routes and shouting out, is there a lifeguard in the lighthouse? To the rescue bottle, mouth to mouth between her lips she sips. She needs a fix more than she knows her friend's a bitch, and there's a note on the door. Eviction notice. Fun times, fun times. Fun times, fun times, fun times.
Fuck you!
Fun times, fun times. Fun times, fun times, fun times.
Fuck you! Get the fuck out of my house!
Fun times, fun times, fun times. Fun times, fun times. Fun times, fun times, fun times.
Fuck you!
One more time, guys. Fun times, fun times, fun times.
Get out.
I love you.
Get out! Get the fuck out of here! Get out! Go!
Your mother would like to hear from you.
I'm on the wall, the very tall. You know something else my pressing is for? If you like me, send a letter or call. And if you wanna give me something, man, don't stall.
Yeah. Let's stop the break this.
I've got some letters inside of my drawer that should have been stamped and delivered. One is addressed to my ex, it says I'm the type of man who can't be lived with. One is addressed to my friends, it says I'm a mess so y'all can't visit. One is addressed to myself, but I don't know which personality or hand to give it. I'm a goddamn misfit, mismatched but never missed much. Missed the right time, wrong place with the long face until our lips touch. I don't miss the mistrust, it's what got our messages mixed up. For a rip up your letters, let us see if I can tear you away from his clutch. This stuff's a whole other drawer from a different dresser I'm not ready to address. I went to the west to get my mind off things I'm already depressed. I give up, get let down, downplay, play games, put on my game face, face my pharmaceutical needs, feed on my medicine. I don't like the way that it tastes. I go place to place without enough money to put a bed under me. I share my sleeping space with rodents, insects, and dust bunnies. I laugh at the mess I've created for myself until it gets unfunny, but I'm content in the fact that they don't expect respect, sex, love, or trust from me. When I'm hungry, I can taste it. I hide in the basement, check up on me every now and then, cause my mood swings low, I can feel myself going down again. Off is easy, getting put on takes a bit of ass kissing. I'd rather listen to myself hop on the ground than hear the sound of a mattress spring. I rap and sing, talking right, and often type with 2 fingers, the hunt and kill method. I edit 1/3 of a word per second. Your email sent in my unsent box. If you're a girl that I miss, you'll eventually get my virtual goodbye kiss. The rest are addressing my friends in the subject line is just check this fine bitch. And one for myself's untitled, but it's the same virus. My wrist gets slit on your shoulder blades when I lose my grip. When I hold your face, let it drip on your golden lace. Silver slip spilling all over the place. I lay my jacket over the blood puddle when we go on dates. To prove I'm a gentleman, pedaling my bike at a slower pace. The sum of the parts doesn't equal the whole, she states. Before my parents get home, I'll take time to find the fragments of our relationship. Glue back together this broken vase. 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 Falling in love is easy. Falling out of love takes a bit of practice. I'm good at both without even owning a mattress. I never asked for a kiss without deserving one. If you never saw me cry before, wait for the next time I wake up on the wrong side of the floor. I've got some letters inside of my drawer that should have been sent by now, sealed in an envelope. One is addressed to my ex and it says that I feel our friendship's a joke. One is addressed to my friend and it says his ex-girlfriend's on coke. And one is addressed to myself on a personal note, unopened, filled with endless quotes. Whenever I spoke, they'd close me in and bust my lip. Now I wear parentheses on my temples, step to the podium and just think. Whenever lonely, I shrink and hold myself squeezing tight before I sprawl out on the hardwood floor and kiss myself to sleep at night. I have dreams of flight, but I'm not floating. The ground is approaching awful quick, so I wake up screaming for you to catch me. That's what I start every day off with. That's what I start every day off with. I made talk shit, but ain't much else to do in this prison cell. And lucky for me, no one really listens well, especially when I diss myself. I fly away in a pig when my living hell freezes over. And since I'm used to the cold, I'll be able to rest my head on Jesus' shoulder. Explanations are in order for why these floorboards are always freezing. Yes, it'll all make sense once we get older and reach the age of reason. Till then, I'll have no reason to sleep in, not even on weekends, unless we're together, cause my willpower will probably weaken. Deepen my appreciation for the current condition, cause I'm sick of always feeling like something is missing. I slumber in one position, crouched up and feet alike, and the couch sucks cause my feet are like giving no space to breathe while I embrace my knees. It's off to the floor cause I can't sleep nowhere else. That's why I write these letters to all of y'all, but never send them. It's better to just keep to myself.
People said I wouldn't last. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Laugh, 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 laugh.
I'd give a 21 gunshot salute with the toy rifle that you bought me, but it won't shoot. And all is well because there's been one too many shots. The sterile robots want to talk to me about detox. Stop the presses, there's been an update delivered via 1:30 a.m. phone call, when an only half informative source talks discreetly. Meet me at the family room on the side of the intensive care unit immediately. I'll carry a tune, the siren so loud, can't hear my music. Keep free of negative thoughts, everything will be fine. We all assume that it would go back to the way things were, that it would go back to normal soon. Saw the moon in a way that I never seen it before, when I looked up that night into the sky, wondering why, looking for answers, guess I ain't asked right. I'm guessing most of y'all out there know exactly what that's like, Now tell me, what's that like? It's like a whirlwind of emotions that occurs when moms and dads fight. It's like when a girl grins, an emotion of hers that holds your arm and grabs tight. Hurl him into the ocean, one of them cold sweat heat flash types. But extreme fluctuations and temperature changes have been known to crack pipes. Crack pipes. Crack pipes. Meet me halfway and I'll go the extra length just to help you strength. Meet me at the AA meeting, needing to take more than 12 steps. Bring me to your hiding place so I can face your vice grip. I'll chisel every single monkey off your back with this ice pick. Come meet up with me on the sidelines when the game is over just to say hello. Then afterwards backstage to let me know that you enjoyed the show. And go to grandma's house for Sunday dinner. Sit at the head of the table, take away the fatal flaw you made the day before. I seen you bleed. Meet me on Christmas Eve, we can fight but make up before you leave. Make visits with the rest of those who rest in pieces of my dreams. Meet me at the fork in the road where lost souls get indecisive. Meet me at the crossroads so I can have someone to walk into the light with. Hook, line, shock chop, crackle. Hook, line. This is paid for advertising. Hook, line, free food for all. Sinker. Well, it's a tangible death, and I can almost handle it. When it cancels my breath, put your hand over my candle, then rest. There's no pain in this fist release. Put my elbows on the window frame, glass pressed against my cheeks. Everything I see is mine. I never look back. Couldn't ask the same of those I leave behind. The air bubbles rushing towards the water surface. A clumsy stagehand making a grand exit, caught in the curtains. A person should have pulled this rope long ago. For the water hole froze over, I saw the snow. The best cue for rescues, a couple yanks. Pressed my luck, held my breath enough, but then my stomach sank. Should've never been walking the plank with cement shoes, without an oxygen tank or wetsuit. Destitute conditions leave fishermen victims of circumstance, but you don't need a hook for the worms to dance. Line, sinker, crumbs, hook, line, snap, snap, crackle. Off to the bathroom to sniff another line. big party going on, and you're not invited. Now I'm just howling at the moon, sipping its shine. There's a huge rock running through space, won't you help me light it? I'm playing jump rope with my veins tonight. Budget dumb low, but I paid the price. The DJ saved my life. Nothing could cut into my fun but the razor might. This song is brought to you courtesy of medicine prescriptions. Dead Again Christians, 1968, and B-Boys on app. And of course my utter and absolute obligation to never do anything bad. Ever. Go away, be extinct, disappear, float on. 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 Yea, as we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we shall fear no evil. For we are the most evil motherfuckers in whatever valley we choose to occupy, gentrify, overtake, or drunkenly speed through. And it's we, the hitchhikers with tired thumbs, often greeted by middle fingers. Imagery lingered as the tires spun. It's tiresome. Now conserve your energy and lay face down in the waterways. Seek guidance from the sirens, calling out to you from those watery graves. Bodies are on display, loaded and holding their crown jewels. Instead of flotation devices, they decided the house rules didn't apply to them. Got baptized in the name of Neptune and then died for him when the ice was thin. For those who don't like to swim, don't fret, cause help is on its way. It'll be here any day. Just stay still and do nothing, buddy. Remain faithful, you're gonna be saved. And when you meet your maker, you can explain how there was a cemetery of support behind every wager that you placed, while the chorus of every deceased beast that came before us sweetly sang, we all float down here and wait for the riptide to sweep us away to the valley of the shadow, where we shall fear no evil. For we are so cerebral, we the ghost people, with a poke of the needle, pop of the pill. We the post-survivalists, holding on to the steeple like a lightning rod to show that we died for this. It's been said, faith could move a mountain. Faith couldn't even move low-income families away from biblical floods when they were all drowning. There's not a doubt in my mind, and there's not a cloud in the sky. There's just contaminated rivers filled with waterlogged subordinates floating on by. Float on. Swimming through iron limbs of the knighted stiffs, the skeletal remains of false praise, the slow decay of yesterday's recycled gifts. They're drowning in sorrow cause they're praying with clenched fists, shamed by the broken promise of tomorrow. The guilt sticks to the ribs, and it's ageless, and it's ancient, and it ain't shit when compared to the present. So all hail the king, while the paupers and peasants return to the so-called essence. The war, the famine, the death, and the pestilence. Float on. The worst of luck ain't always bestowed upon the old and weak. We stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em with the ocean's deep. Go to sleep, young one, have sweet dreams of someone that you'll never meet, just speak of often. Whenever you talk in tongues, the coffin comes in the form of a canoe. No paddle, no info, no manual. Live slow, don't be so quick to storm the castle. Pack survival kits, put an oxygen mask inside the tackle box. Your limbs and abdomen will sense when the pressure of the cabin drops. Shut up when the captain talks. The secret of the enlightened is to preach against whatever it is they practice in the dark. We're all born free, we die by the shackles we adopt. Enjoy your buoyancy right up until the very last drop. The dead man's float, the deadpan joke, the cold touch of a stranger, the left hand stroke. There's no right hand, man. The bedpan spilled, the dead man still face down in his own waste, while we chase a shadow in the gallows of the valley of death, where we shall fear no evil for as long as we can hold our breath. Float on. Go away, be extinct, disappear. 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 Float on. Go away, be extinct, disappear.
ain't no exception. My mortal thoughts lost support, the vulnerable with no protection. I walk the tightrope, thinking that I'll be saved by your net if I fell, slip, and almost got sent to hell. No, I don't pull no life-threatening stunts without thinking it over more than once, which is often. Choose your coffin, unless you don't plan to die. What kind of man am I? Learn your lessons to kill the questions. I find an answer from within. The color on my skin, forget my creed or religion. Everyone knows I violent history from the books. With warmongers, rapists, racists, and culture crooks, it ain't no mystery. But it ain't all in black and white. Society's littered with grays, and I'm trying to gain some insight. Some believe it's species of another kind. On the other hand, we got people who are acting like they're colorblind. What's America? Melting pot or tossed salad. Force the ballad out your mouth. By now, of course, it's invalid and don't make no difference. If anything, it hurts our progress. Take it to Congress.